All right, take two. Okay, so last one, rambling all of the whole time. And I was really off track. So let's try again. So last week's video was about things that I struggle with, and today I'm going to talk about the same three areas: academics, social, and in general. And this is going to be things that on the flip side, think I'm good at, or that I that comes more naturally to me than what I mentioned in the last video. So I'm gonna try to like if I say like that things I'm good at, it's more of like things that I feel like I don't have to work so hard for. Like when it comes to me meeting new people, that comes naturally to me and easily, more easily to me than some people I know. But it's not like it's an easy thing. It's just not difficult. So, um, that's why the title of this video is like what I find I'm successful with. Um, anyways, so academically, English and ASL class, unlike math class. I passed, but anyways, so I've just loved writing, and I've always loved like reading my own work. Um, and I don't know why, I just find it very relaxing. Um, but yeah, English is something that I like words. You can probably tell. And that's part of why I wanted to start this YouTube channel, is because I wanted to have another outlet for me to be able to express my feelings, my thoughts, and everything. Um, and I might actually film a video of the piece I'm most proud of. There's a piece I wrote in creative writing 2 years ago, my sophomore year, and it was a poem. It was a letter poem, um, and I got very, I wouldn't say sentimental, but or I don't know if deep is the right word, but I got places with that. Got to places with that. Anyways, so if you'd like to hear it, let me know. Also, I might just read it anyways, so I have things to film. Anyways, because I'm really proud of that poem and I really like what I wrote. Um, yeah. Anyways, so yes, English and socially, things I find you know, that I do good with is I like reaching out to new people. I like hanging out with people. I like making friends. I like being with my friends, hanging out with them. I like to be inclusive and make sure everyone feels included and can partake in activities. Um, Even if I'm not the one in charge or planning it, I like to make sure everyone is in the loop. And me and my friends actually have a Discord group chat, and um, I'm trying, and I sometimes like to make plans. So I put in it. I'm like, hey, does anyone want to do this? Time, place, activity, anything they need to know. And I'm like, who wants to do this? Who's available? And then we'll get back. And then if most people can't go, and sometimes I try to, you know, be like, okay, when does work, or what activity can you do, or what time does another day or another time work for you? So that's something I think that I do well in, is I always try to be inclusive regardless. Um, yeah. In general, I think growth is something that I'm good at, or that I, always work for. That is very, that's not specific when I say growth, but as far as like emotional growth, um, and yeah, mostly it's emotional growth is, being able to take feedback without it as an attack, and being able to respond adequately and like respond, in a way that is nice and, you know, not fighting back to any sort of correction to something I've done, like taking feedback without pushing it away, essentially. Um, Anyways, so yeah, I think in general, it's just living life and growing through experiences is something I do good with. Is even if it takes me a lot of errors, a lot of fails, then I am very persistent. I can be stubborn, and I try to be persistent and stubborn in the right ways to, make sure that when I know I've done something that I've messed up, now it might just be a small thing, but I always make sure that I am aware of it, or I try to always make sure that I'm conscious of the situation, and fix it as soon as I can, as best I can. So that's something I feel like I that's like a something that I'm always going to work on throughout my life. That is not just a given um, in my life, because that's going to always change. So, yeah. Anyways, hopefully this, and the last video more so than this, you know, shows that not everyone on the internet is 100% perfect. Like, for someone like me, I'm literally filming this on my computer on Flipgrid. Um, I don't film with a really expensive camera. I mean, my computer's expensive, but like, I don't film with like a Canon something camera. I don't know the names of cameras, okay? Um, so, and some videos I film on my phone if my computer doesn't work. So, you know, I use what I can to do what I can do, to do whatever I can. And to me, that's good enough for now. That's all it needs to be, is good enough. So, so yeah. Anyways, that's all for this video, and I'll talk to you next one. Bye.